All right, so I'm a little old school. I prefer a Word document to video explanations, but I know that some people like videos where the person explains the steps. So I am here to tell you how to create a Canvas course. I also have a Word document that I'm happy to send you that gives you the step-by-step instructions with screenshots. So if you'd like that, just let me know and I'm happy to share. I'm going to go through the Word document and tell you which number I'm on each time I do a step, so that if you're using the Word document to help you follow the directions and set this up, you'll know what number we're on. So the first step one is to select your course. So here I am in the dashboard. So if you're in your Canvas account, it may look different, but you need to come over here to the left and select dashboard. Step two is to come over here to start a new course. All right. So step three just explains what I just did there. And now I've got to label my course something. So I'm going to label this 10th grade example course. Alrighty, I'm going to click Create Course. We are now on step 5. Here I am inside my course. I'm going to need to set some things up, but I'm going to start with settings. So I go down here to settings. You'll notice when we open settings, there's all kinds of options. You can choose an image for your course that will help students to differentiate between their courses by having a picture. Of course, you can select the start date, the end date. There's all kinds of options about when students can see the course. If you keep scrolling down, all right, here's my favorite thing. Under more options, I like to click Let Students Self-Enroll. I also like to click Add a Join This Course button. It's got all kinds of options here. Attach files to discussions. That's always nice. Create discussion topics. I don't like that. I like to have more control. All right, so then I scroll down and you can pick whatever you'd like. It's up to you. And then you just click on Update Course Details. I am now on step 8. All right. The question is, did you save your course details? So I always like to confirm things as I'm working on them because I don't want to find out later that what I worked on didn't get completed. So I just went back to my dashboard there and I'm going to click on 10th grade example course. Now I'm going to go back to my settings and I'm just going to confirm that everything I set up previously still exists, and it does. See here under the more options how I've got this little URL. That is what I'm going to include on maybe my syllabus or maybe my school webpage so that students can enroll in my course. So students will be able to literally just click here on this URL and then join my class. So that's awesome. Now I didn't save anything, but I am kind of a hypochondriac about that, so I always just keep clicking. And see on the sides, you've got all these different options. So step 9, more options. All right, we already talked about that. Let students self-enroll. We confirmed that we saved the changes. And of course, you copy paste that message. All right, so now I want to make sure my course is published. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of my course. I just clicked on 10th up there at the top, the name of my course, and I'm going to click on this little check mark here, publish. I'm going to click it. It's going to ask me some questions. Before publishing your course, you must either publish a module in the modules page or choose a different homepage. All right, so I'm going to say, since I don't want to deal with modules right now, I'm going to say I'm just going to pick the syllabus page as my first page. I'm going to choose and publish. All right, so now my course is published. So now let's say that I am concerned. I don't know what my students are going to see when they see my course. If you're following along on your Word document, we are now on step, oh goodness, I don't have this one numbered. We're on page 6. If you look here on your Canvas account, on the right side, you see this button, Student View. just going to click Student View. And you'll know you're in student view because you see this purple line that goes around the box. All right, so this is what the students will see when they look at my course. So maybe you're worried that you accidentally published something you didn't want to publish. Well, you can check student view. So now when I want to leave student view, see, I can click on anything while I'm in student view and see what the kids can see. All right, now I just go to leave student view. And I'm out of student view. Canvas wants me to do their tutorial, but I don't want to because I made you one, and that's the one we're using. All right, so I've left student view. Now I'm going to show you how to see who's enrolled in your class. So let's say that I'm here, I'm at the home screen of my course, and I want to see, did all of my students self-enroll like I asked them to? So what I'll do in class, I will pull up this page, and then I will ask students, now is the time I need you to self-enroll. Click that link I provided you in the email I sent you. And then I will watch as they enroll, and I will say, hey, Johnny, you didn't enroll. Can you please click on the link I just provided you and enroll? And the way you can check if they're enrolled is to go to people. And when you go to people, you will see all the people enrolled in the course. So see here, I'm the only person enrolled in this course because I just created it right in front of you. Now, I could go to the trouble to insert the students into my course. But I don't like to do that because I don't want to sit here and type in all their email addresses. I would rather just allow them to self-enroll. All right. Now, of course, yours might be preloaded with students if your district has somehow connected it to your gradebook. And then all your students are already listed here. So you may click on people and it may already be loaded with students. Something else that's really cool about Canvas is you can look on the side and see the activity. So you can see when did the person log in, last activity, and how long were they in the Canvas here. So that's very helpful information if you're trying to keep tabs on your students as they're interacting. All right, so let's say that one of my students, they lose or they somehow get unenrolled from my course, but I can still see them. I can come over here and I can send them an invitation to my course. All right, so that's great. I can go ahead and add them manually if they need me to, because sometimes that happens. So in this little tutorial, you have learned how to build a Canvas course. You learned how to access the settings. You learned how to see the student view. And you learned how to see who is in your class, as well as how to publish your course. So if you go to people and the students aren't able to enroll, that's because your course isn't published. Students will start to complain, I can't find the course. How come when I click this, nothing happens? That's because your course isn't published. So remember, after you do your settings, and when you're happy with how your course looks, you come back up to home and you click on the publish button. If it's red, it's unpublished. If it's green, it's published. And then students should be able to find it. So happy canvassing, you can do it. You can do it. Don't get discouraged. You've got this.